Ryan, we salvaged a point after a late equaliser today. Are you pleased with that in the end?
Yeah, you've got to be when you score so late on, and the game probably looks like it's drifting away from you. To get a point, it makes it 3 unbeaten. They're a good side. They're really good at what they do. I was really impressed with how they played the conditions. They put balls in really good areas. The front three were really lively, and they just had that connection between, as soon as the ball was going in areas, the front three were away. So it was difficult. I thought we actually started the game well again, which is a pleasing aspect. I thought 10 minutes we were really good, and then we just kind of got sucked into maybe going a bit long, but then we weren't going long enough, so we weren't really giving Oggy, Miguel a chance to kind of get in behind. But I said at half time, if the least we come away with is a point. So I'm proud of the boys going towards the end. And again, it's been a squad effort. We've had a tough week. We've had a few people missing and a few people with injuries. So I think we'll look back, and yeah, you're not always happy with a point, but again, it's 3 unbeaten and it's another point to add to the ball.
For a second there at the end, I thought that corner was being flicked onto you at the back post for your first touch, but what a header from Des.
Yeah, like we say, it was a bit of kind of off the cuff substitution again, but we just thought if we kind of throw someone else in the box, it kind of distracts them, and it worked to a point. It's a great ball in by Kurt. Ollie Metcalf's a great flick, and Des is in the right place at the right time, and he's getting a knack of it, been in that position, so I'm really pleased for him as well. And I thought towards the end, actually, once we scored, there was only one team that was maybe going to go on and win it. But yeah, I think in the end, I think they had the better in the first half, and I think we were the better side in the second half, so fair point overall.
Just talk us through kind of, obviously you're on the team sheet today, not many people expected that, and then coming on as well, just talk us through kind of the decision making there.
Yeah, well, it's been obviously since kind of obviously having the heart scare, it was taken out of my hands, and then just after Christmas it was kind of, we went in with some positive news, that it was a possibility of maybe potentially getting back if I needed to. So over the last few weeks, just been training with the boys and getting involved, and then just obviously today I put myself on the bench. It was we had people missing, we didn't have anyone else to go on. But then, like I say, at the end, we just thought if we put an extra body in there, and luckily enough, it paid off. So it's a bit of a surreal moment, because it's been a long time that I've not played for, not stepped on a pitch, and I found it really hard at the time not to be able to do that. So a bit emotional at the end with the 2 girls. So yeah, but just to end with a goal for the lads, it's brilliant.
Can we expect to see this more often coming to the end of the season? Or?
I'll keep myself fit. Like you say, it's not a natural position playing up top, so obviously we'll always act as cover if we need centre half, and it's just kind of me building it up now, but also being careful at the right time.
You mentioned how disappointed you were with the goal that Penistone scored. I mean, the guy on the right side of the pitch seemed to just have all the time in the world to just pick out his man.
Yeah, it was really poor. I think what was really disappointing is it came from us having the ball, and it was something that happened in the first half too much. We gave the ball away, we didn't secure the seconds, and then they hit us on the counter-attack, and they did it really well. But I think it was just from 1 to 11 at half time, we said we were very reactive. We were waiting for other people to do things today in the first half, and that's not what you need in a game like today. But for credit to them again, it's second half, they've come out and they're really on the front foot, and we started kind of having a bit more composure on the ball, but also just kind of taking the game by the scruff of the neck a bit. So that was a pleasing aspect, because I don't think there's too many times where we've been behind and we've come back. So it shows the resilience and character they've got. So like you say, I think the first goal is really disappointing. We'll watch it back, but he has so much time, and I think it's just about, again, that organisation, that Kurt probably doesn't need to go into the area. Spenner can probably drag him in, and we just be a solid back four, like we've been for the Rossington and Golka game. But saying that, it's 1 goal we've conceded in 3 games, so it's not too shabby.
Just on the contest as a whole, it was a bit of a strange game all in all, wasn't it, really? I mean, not too many chances for either side.
Yeah, it was. It was kind of one of those games we expected, to be honest. We knew the pitch was going to cut up, and obviously with the rain it did. And we kind of know what Penistone are about. They're a very good kind of counter-attack side, and they're really lively, and the players, like the 8 on the first half was just bossing the game. He's a good player, he's Jordan Kadori, and he was just kind of dictating the play. And I think again, they're probably not in the position they'd like to be. And it's a bit of a false position, because I was really impressed with them in the first half. But saying that, there wasn't a great deal. No, they've hit the bar. We've had 2 chances there with Charlie Owen. I think if we take one early chance, we maybe
Oggy as well when he turns. Yeah.
Oggy turns, and just didn't maybe get the rub of the green. But we can. It's nice to complain about those things or think about those things when you've definitely come away with a point.
You mentioned the pitch there, and obviously the heavy downpour that we had for 30-40 minutes. How tough was it out there for them?
Yeah, well, I was only on 10 minutes, and it was tough. But yeah, it is. It's like, I mean, to say the amount of rain we actually had in the game, you look at the pitch now, it's actually held up pretty well, but you could see people were starting to slip. Ball was starting to maybe not roll as much as it should have. So it's credit to, again, the club getting the game on, because there's been a lot off today. So, and I think as well, it's good that we keep the momentum going, because obviously then we go Wednesday night at Fackley, so it obviously don't get any easier. But I think you're always better at this stage of the season playing games if you can, rather than training, because the boys are at a stage now where if they're not fit now, they're never going to be, and they are a fit team. We trained twice this week, and again, I've got to applaud that from the lads. I said it in training on Thursday. They're probably thinking, "Quals, why are we training twice a week?" But that's maybe why you're getting points on the board, and it might count towards them at the end of the season.